Welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be checking out this, the Topdon Artidiag 600S. I've used some of Topdon's products before and they sent me before the JS 1200, which is a jumper pack, and I'll tell you something, it's absolutely brilliant. I'll put a link up here to the video on that. Absolutely brilliant, love that. So let's check this out. Let's see what's in the box and go and plug it into a car and see what it can do. So looking on the box, it says here the 4-system diagnostics: engine, gearbox, ABS and airbags. And it's got 8 maintenance services, which consists of an oil reset. So when you do your home servicing and stuff like that, you can just reset it on the car so it doesn't keep on telling you, you need to get your car serviced. You can do a brake reset. I take it that is for if you've got the electronic handbrakes and stuff like that, you can reset them. BMS reset, so I think that is if you're changing a battery in your car and it's a modern car and you have to code the battery. I reckon that is what that is all about. And SAS reset, that's obviously like the airbags and stuff to reset. And more. So this is the box. Let's see what's in it. So on opening the box, you can see you are greeted with the machine straight away. It's got a protective cover all over it. And you've got a navigation arrows there. You've got a backspace there. And then you've got an OK here. You've got an on button. And on the side here, you can put a memory card in here, which I already have done already. And you've got the charging port here, and also where you can connect it to your computer. The construction of it feels really sturdy. It does feel really strong, and it has this nice rubber sort of outline around it, so it could probably take a few knocks. And obviously the cable with a little cover over the OBD connector, which is quite a nice touch. You also get a charging cable for it, which is like a USB-C. You get a quick start guide. And a user manual. So let's start it up and have a good look at it. So you're greeted with the nice Topdon logo on the front of the screen on startup. It takes a little bit of time for it to boot up, but I think most Android units do take a bit of time. Alright, so supported systems and software. Oil, brakes, airbags, BMS, ETS, DPF, tyre pressure monitoring systems and the ABS bleed. All good stuff that. And as you can see here as well, I do have it connected to my home Wi-Fi at the moment. And when we go to the car, I will connect it to the hotspot on my phone. So if we go to OK on that, you're greeted with this nice colourful screen. And as you can see, you can use the navigation to move around and press obviously OK and what you want. But also, and better, it is touchscreen. So you can go to that. So auto search, once you connect to your car, it will find the VIN, history, demo mode, and all the different makes of vehicles. And another great function of this is the screen record. So what I'll do now is I'll do a screen record so you can actually see on the screen of what I'm doing a lot clearer. So it's starting to record now, and now it's recording. So as you can see, there's lots and lots of makes and models of cars on here. Loads of European, American, Japanese, and stuff that I've never even heard of. But it's all on here. And on the corner of this bit here, you can choose American, Europe, Asian, Chinese, upgrade, and all that stuff. So that is another good thing about this. It comes with lifetime free updates. So if we go to update, so we've got 6 that are available to update. So obviously I do a lot of Audi, so I'm going to update that. Yeah, it's updating sort of semi-quick. So let me just update these and then we'll have a look, see what else it's got going on for itself. Right, so it's now done its updates. So we'll come back out of that. So what we got here? So we've got repair info. So we've got the fault code library, coverage list, a video. What's the video? Nothing. Cool. Learning. Right. So you've got the folder where it keeps any of the scans you've done. As you can see, I've done a few scans on it already. So you've got the maintenance function, you've got the bleeding, BMS and all that sort of bits to go on there to do that. Obviously you can't do anything because you need to connect it to a car. So I have actually used this on my Mark 1 and it did only pull up 3 modules, which was the engine, the brakes and the airbag. But it is a 21-year-old car and it can only find those modules. So we're going to head off now and plug it into the Audi TT Mark 2. I do like the screen recording function. See, now I can start the screen recording. So let's go into Audi. Oh, that's quite... Is that quite dark? Is that better? Might be better. I'm sitting in the car. It's quite dark in here. So let's go to Audi on there. Oh, let's put the ignition on. That would help. That would help, wouldn't it? So, there we go. But the colour screen's good, the touch screen's good. It takes a little bit, sometimes a little bit too long to load up. Well, I shouldn't say too long, but a little bit longer than you'd want it to. But it is like an Android-y sort of system, so they're all pretty much like that. But once it's in there, it's pretty good. So yeah, it's communicating with the car now. Right, so if we do a health report on this one, so I like the way you got the battery voltage right at the top there. So we've got 13.1 volts, 30.3 now, which is good. You've got the time, it's connected to my Wi-Fi because I've got it connected to my hotspot on my phone, which I would always suggest connecting it to your Wi-Fi. It is handy. You don't have to, but I just do. So let's do a health report on the Mark II and see how healthy it is. So the Mark 1 came back with pretty healthy. It was green on the 3 modules. So here we go. Engine electronics, tick. Transmission, tick. Brakes, tick. Airbag, tick. Okay, so it's pretty much done the same sort of thing as what the Mark 1 does. Apart from the Mark 2 is a DSG, so it's got the automatic gearbox. So it has sort of picked up the transmission control unit. So I feel like it picks up the main sort of control unit. So not if it doesn't go into like dashboard, you know, stereo, stuff like that. But it goes into the main sort of control modules you need. So they're all good. So let's see if we go into a system scan, whether it will pick up any more. So go system scan. Right, yeah, I think it's just going to pick up exactly the same modules again, what it did on the health. Yeah, it's just picked up the 4 again. Okay, so is that press exit function? So how do we do that? Return? What do I do? Press turn. Okay, so I've done that. We can back up from that. I wonder if we go system selection. Oh, here we go. Ah, okay. So going into system selection has given it a lot more sort of information. We've got brake electronics here, the airbag again. So you've got the main ones. You've got brake bus, electronics 2, clutch position, brake boost, diesel pump, select lever, seatbelt tensioner. So it's going into everything just a little. It's going into basically the same parking lot gear shift. Okay, so it's gone into the same modules, but just in a little bit more detail. So if I go into clutch position, is that going to do anything? Let's go to yes. I don't know if it's going to do anything because the car's off and it's just sitting in parked. Is it going to do anything? Not a lot's happened. Fuel supply. I did see fuel supply. Let's see what that does. Let's see if that brings up anything. It's communicating, it's thinking. Yeah, it's definitely thinking. But as I said before, you can bleed all the ABS system. You can. I mean, for the most DIYer who's not going to do any coding, this is probably going to do you, to be honest with you. You're not really going to want anything more than this. Especially if you've got multiple different vehicles, makes and models. This is quite handy. Okay, so that didn't really do anything. So we'll come back out of that. So we come out of that. So what else we got here? So we come all the way out of that, totally like that. So we go to, obviously we got the readness. Oh, I've touched something. Oh, back at that. So maintenance, what have we got on the Mark II for the maintenance? Yeah, so all that sort of stuff that we had on the Mark I is all there again, which is all handy stuff. Repair info. Let's see what that does. There's something, it takes a bit of time, but is that because it's getting a lot of information? Or is it just as a standard sort of Android system that takes just that little bit of time? So it's in progress. Please wait. Yes, we are waiting. Oh, here we go. So you can read that. Read status current dry period. After cleared. Okay. Then you've got the live data here. Oh, it just disappeared, the live data. Oh, it keeps disappearing. It comes up and it disappears. Look, boom. Gone again. Alright, so we go back to the home button. Right, so now, is that going to give me the live data? So I do like a bit of live data. And some of these machines have had a lot of problems getting to live data. And I'll tell you something which I really do like about this machine. It's not Bluetooth. It has a cable. Oh, with some Bluetooth ones, I find they disconnect and it's really, really frustrating. I've had one before where I've connected it to my phone, I'm going through things, it's scanning away. I've walked literally just outside the car to the front of the car and it's disconnected. And then it's had to stop all over again. It's taken a lot of time. But this has got quite a nice size cable on it. So it's pretty good, pretty good. Right, so let's have a look at that. Let's go into that, see if that's going to do anything. Misfire, okay. So it's got some information. It's obviously on Audi stuff you use like VCDS and stuff like that. But I think overall from using it on multiple different cars, it's a good machine that will do like all the basics and probably a bit more than the basics. And it's quite a nice interface as well. So I go back to that. See, I think the maintenance is pretty good. We can reset the oil. See, when was my last oil done? I'm not going to reset it because I have had a service recently. So I'm not going to interfere with that at all. I think it was like, what, 2 months ago I had an MOT in service. So we're not going to get too involved in that. It's doing its thinking thing again. Yeah, so you can obviously choose what vehicle it is you want to reset. It's you know something. I will give it. It's a good, okay, I think my conclusion on this machine is it's a good machine to use on multiple different cars, and it will do a lot of basic stuff on a lot of multiple different cars. If you are more specific to certain vehicles, then you probably are better off getting a more specific reading tool, scanner. As I said, like VCDS for like Audi, Volkswagen, IMPA for like BMW, Star for Mercedes, and so on. But I think overall for a home DIYer, this should do a lot of things that you need it to do. I'll also put a link in the description to where you can get one of these from, and I believe there's a discount out at the moment. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.